Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is AHMAD AMIRUL AFIQ from MUHAMAD FAUZZI, CN190190. So for this part, I will present about our mini project. So for the first part is flowchart. The flowchart begins with start and then button on or off, and we use glucose level sensor as the input. The output we use LCD liquid crystal display as the output. And the system will work as if glucose level equal to 150, the button will on for 30 seconds. And if glucose level is higher than 150, the insulin pump will on. And if glucose level is below 150, the insulin pump will off. So we move to the project coding. We have designed the project coding based on our mini project. So as we can see right here, and then we move to our project circuit diagram. We design our project circuit diagram by using Proteus software. So in the circuit diagram, we have put LCD, motor driver, Arduino Uno R3. And then we next go to another part, which is 3D prototype design. So I have designed the 3D prototype. We have the crocodile clip, the design of crocodile clip as the sensor as our input, and then we have the display as our output. And lastly, we have the simulation result. So as you can see at the simulation result, the first picture is glucose level at 62. And then when the glucose level more than 150, the DC motor will rotate and the buzzer will sound on. If the glucose level at 50, the DC motor will rotate and also the buzzer will sound on. I think that's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, Dr. Hikmah. For the project course, I will present for you. This project, student use 10 component. The first component is Arduino Uno R3 as a microcontroller. It costs 40 ringgit. Student also use a 3D printer and it costs 50 ringgit. 3D printer as a output for the display the three-dimensional object through a layering method. For the next item is insulin reservoir. It costs 10 ringgit. Insulin reservoir stand for to attach the body with tubing and infusion set. Next component is battery. Battery as a supply for the circuit. It costs 3 ringgit only. Also, this battery for this project, student use 9 ampere. For the next item is battery connector. Battery connector as a connect for battery for the circuit. It costs 1 ringgit only. For the next item is motor. This motor it costs 80 ringgit. This motor also is 12 volt DC voltage. The next component is LCD. It costs 20 ringgit. This LCD we use 12 minus 5 viewfinder for the digital camera or display. For the next item is cannula. Cannula is a medical item. Cannula, uh, cannula is a for-drain fluid administer medication or provide oxygen in this project. It costs three ringgit only. For the next item is reset button and push button. For the reset and for the on off the circuit, it will be only around two ringgit only. For this project, it will be total for 166 only.
Alright, right now I will explain about our simulation for the circuit diagram. So in this circuit diagram, we have used Arduino Uno R3 as our microcontroller. And now I will run the simulation. So this is the glucose level at 62. So this is the glucose level at level 40. So the motor will rotate and the buzzer will sound on. Okay, now I will set the glucose level at 150. So the buzzer will sound on. And the motor will also rotate. Okay, I think that's all from me. Thank you.
A very good evening to sir. And I'm Aishwarya Rajendran. So I'm from Group 1. So basically, my teammates are AFIQ and also Amar. So we are three in our group. So basically, our group's title is actually Glucose Reading Tester. So basically, this is our flow chart. And this is our project circuit diagram. So this is actually our project circuit diagram where we have microcontroller, we have LCD, and we have sensor and stuff. And this is our flow chart where when we start our stimulation, there's button on and off, and there is sensor, which is glucose level sensor, and there's also output display, which is LCD display. We have used LCD as our output, and as the process we have actually initiate to look for glucose level which is more than 150 and which is less than 150, and also the level of 150. So there's a button on, and if it is yes for 30 seconds, once the button is on, the insulin pump will be on. Then once it's done, the insulin pump will off. So that's the end of our process. So it's a very simple flowchart. So this is our 3D prototype design, where we have designed our tester, which will look like this. So our project actually cost a total of 136 ringgit 50 cents, where the Arduino will be 40 bucks. The battery will be 40 bucks. I mean, sorry, the Arduino will be 40 bucks. the insulin sensor will be $10, and battery connectors, motors, LCDs, push buttons, reset buttons, canola, and also the battery. So total it cost about 136 ringgit and 50 cents. Where this is our programming, our coding, which we had displayed here. So it looks really easy, but it's not. But we have tried an error, and we had managed to get it. And this is our stimulation results. So as we can see, the glucose level at 62, which is more than 50. So we had displayed here. And also the glucose level more than 150, where it shows 150. So when it exits, we can see here. And also the glucose level at average of 50. So we had managed to come up with the output display with the reading of constant. So basically, this is our very basic view of our project, where my teammate AFIQ and Amar will explain on the cost and also about the coding in detail. So yeah, that's all for now.